All right, so today we're going to be working on a 2008 Ford Escape, and you haven't guessed it, the ignition switch. So Corey has started his car the other night. It took him like 5 times to start the car, and the key will go in the ignition, but when you turn it, it won't click over and it won't start. So sometimes you can turn the key backwards and start it that way instead of forward, and it'll do it, but it'll only do it so many times. So that's what we're going to be replacing here. So you got 2 covers right over here. So you got this back cover, which sits over your steering column, and this part right here, which goes like that, okay? And then you got your other part that sits like this. I already started taking apart, but you can see how it fits together, okay? Like that. You got your 2 clips on one side, 2 clips on the other side. Just pry this up very easily. It'll come off, okay? And then this part, same thing. Just pull it up. It goes right in the tabs, and you got tabs on each side. So just be careful when you take it off, okay? You need a 5.5 millimeter. There's 3 screws on the bottom side here. There's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. I've already taken these 2 out. So this one right here, the 5.5 millimeter. So I got a 1/4 inch ratchet here. So I'm going to be taking this one off. We're going to take this bottom cover off here and get this off. And then once we get this off, I'll show you where the part is here. So we're going to be taking that off here. Underneath here, you got 3 of them, and then you'll have 3 screws once you're all done. So right here you got one there and one there and one here. So take this one out, and then once you take this one off, you got 3 screws, okay? This should just pop right off there, but you got to do your steering column here for this part, and might have to go you might have to go up with it a little bit, but it's kind of tricky to try to get it, because you got to get it over the lock cylinder, and then this has got to come down, and then you should be able to pull this out around like that. Okay, so these are the 3 screws I was talking about. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so your ignition switch is this one right here. Okay, so disconnect the battery, take this piece right here and pop this off. So I got the little connector out here. Okay, got this little Christmas tree, so I just pry up on this so we could get a little bit more out of the way. We're going to push this out of the way here. So if you look right in the top, of here, right there, yeah, right here you got a little tab. Okay, same thing with the bottom. You got a little tab on the bottom also, right? Let's see, yeah, right there you can see the little tab, and that little piece should come right out of there. So this is where the ignition switch goes, right there. So when you put in your key, this piece pushes over. So I'll show you. I'll put the key in the ignition, and you'll see that. Let's see here. Okay, you see it now? Okay, you see it now. Watch that little black piece right there. See it pop out? See a little pop out right there? This little black piece right there. So that's what pushes the inside of here. Okay, and you can see inside there that it's all worn out right there. So that pushes that little piece in there, which allows this to turn, and this gives you your ignition switch to your starter accessories or whatever. But look inside there. See that little thing right there?
Yeah.
And inside there it gets all messed up. Okay, so we got a new one from O'Reilly's. So this is the let me see. This is the part number right here. US 431 is the standard ignition. So it's a switch. They call it an interrupter, but it's an ignition switch. Okay. You won't have any problems starting your car. Okay. Look at that. See that one? Compared to that one, look at the connection right there. Okay. This is the new one. This is the old one. Okay. You see that connection right there? How it's silver? That's part of it. And if you look inside there, You can see that little piece right there. So this is the old one. So we're gonna go ahead and put the new one in. So when you go to do this, it goes inside this little square there, and then this is your piece for the top and your piece for the bottom. Okay, so just like that. So that's in there now. Top one, bottom one, and just connect it. Pay attention to the where this is on your ignition. So when you go to put it in, you put it in like this. Okay, so you see where that little tab on the top and tab on the bottom. So you have to put your ignition key to the forward position in here. So you'll have to put your key in like that, and then you have to turn it to where the ignition piece turns this, so it's like that, and popped right in here. So now we're going to get ready and put this back into place here. Okay, this little right there, you hear it click. Oh, what we got. All right, so we can lock this into place, and let's check it. Ready?
First time.
First time. It's fixed. Bam. So now you just got to put your covers back on. Okay, so same thing, just taking it apart. Put this piece, goes in underneath. So you're gonna have to push this out like this. Okay, and then it's gonna have to go over. It's gonna have to go up over like this, and then pushed down, and then underneath that way. But we'll get it in a minute, and then we'll screw everything back in. All right, so we got everything back in. We went underneath there. Okay, so you got your 3 screws right here, your 5.5 millimeters. So we're gonna get one started right here. Go up here, make sure that it's in the right spot. Okay, you might have to mess around with it a little bit. Push this up to get to this bottom one all the way back here. And we'll get this one started. There we go. I think I got that one. Yep, I got that one. And then we'll do this one, and we'll see if it's in the right spot here. So let's check it one more time. Key in, start. There you go. So that's how to change the ignition switch on a 2008 Ford Escape, Ford Focus, any kind of older Fords. It's the same way. It's just right on that side right here. So you got your 3 screws. Pop that out. Pop this cover out. 2 pop-offs. You got your ignition thing there. Remember, when you put it in here, turn it in. Make sure that it's right where it won't click into that place, and you're good to go. So one more time.